Welcome back to Maui's Garden, guys. I just want to do a little update and a process how to mix your nutrients properly. The way that I've learned, I did a lot of research, so I'm going to give you guys the best way to grow quality cannabis. So right here we got the Silica Blast. As you can see, we got it pre-measured, the 20 milliliters. On here you want to use half a teaspoon per gallon of water, or you want to use 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. For mature plants, 1 teaspoon. For mid-sized plants, a half teaspoon. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon per gallon because I like this stuff. It helps with stress, with your light, if low or hot. This really helps your plant, the growth, and just to keep it healthy during all this stressful activity that's going on in your growing conditions. So since I have 4 gallons, I'm going to use, so that's 5 millimeters times 4 is 20. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. As you can see, I have my little pump in there mixing the water. I like to let my Silica Blast sit in there for about 10, sometimes an hour. Depending on how much time. Today I'm doing it quick, just to show you guys a quick video. So I let it sit in there and get a really good mix in there. Next we have the CalMag. And the CalMag says 3 to 5 week 1, 3 to 5 to week 2. And so I like to use basically a half of teaspoon, which is 2.5 milliliters. I like using milliliters, so I use a half 2.5 milliliters. So I got 4, so I'm gonna use 10 milliliters of my CalMag. Especially when you're using RO water, this is something, so this goes in second after the Silica Blast. Once again, 2.5 milliliters each gallon, so I have 4 gallons, which equals 10 gallons. I like to rinse them out. So after you use the Silica Blast and CalMag, those are now done. We'll put those away. Now what comes next, hold on, is I'm going to start adding sugar. This is molasses. You want to add at least 2 teaspoons, 1 to 2 teaspoons each gallon. So I have 4 gallons. This stuff is really, as you can see, sticky, gooey, and full of sugar. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon right now for each gallon. So that's 4 teaspoons. And maybe 5, but a little extra don't hurt. Go ahead and mix my sugar in there. This is really good too, especially when it starts flowering. It really helps your plant get the nice crystals when it starts flowering and stuff like that. Definitely I recommend using this during all stages and all through your growth, especially up to the last week of your flush. For the 2 weeks to the first week when you do your flush, you just want to use molasses. After that, you want to use nothing but water for the very last week. So we'll mix that in there. Here's my spoon. I'm just going to mix that molasses because it's really thick in there. Now this is 4 gallons. The reason we use 4 gallons is because I transplanted my plants in 3-gallon pots. So now it takes a lot more water in the half-gallon pots or 1-gallon pots. So the bigger your pots are, the more water you're going to start buying or using. So I figured that out. Okay, now since I'm here at this point, I want to measure my PPMs just in case, just to see where I'm at. PPM meter. Parts per million. So we're at 210. I don't want to go no more. I'm sorry, 270. So I don't want to go no more than 600. Okay, we're still going out, so it's still dissolving. So it's 280. All right. Turn that off. So once I do the pH up, it's also going to start raising. So me, I am going to use Pure Blend Tea. This is very beneficial for your plants as well as the soil. This is one of the best that you can get. I know people, the hydroponic stores brew this themselves because it's so high demand. Off the top of my head, I mean, I can't tell you every single exactly thing. It's easy, just look it up. What does Pure Blend Tea do for your garden or your soil, and you can read the facts. So let's read it. I use half strength because this stuff is really strong. So 2.5. So I'm gonna do, so I can still use some other one, I'm gonna use 7.5 milliliters. All right, there we go. So 7.5. And these you can pick up your hydroponic. This is a 5 milliliter syringe. You can get it for 65 cents at your hydroponic store. I know the one I have, they're fairly cheap and they're great, especially to dip it all the way in there. Make sure you always wash it out with water before you stick it back into another nutrients to cross-contaminate your nutrients. Some people go straight to your Pure Blend Grow. This is a Botanica line that I'm using. These bottles, they'll last you a couple grows. If you're doing 4 or 5 plants, it'll last you a few grows, and it's a great product. I think they're about $16 to $20 a bottle. So I'm on my second grow and they're not even half gone yet. So here, this is very strong concentrated stuff. So it says use 15 to 18 to 20 milliliters. So 15 the first week, 18. Well, I'm not going to use that much because it's too strong. So I'm going to use 2.5 milliliters for each gallon. So I'm going to use 10. And we're right at 10. Now, hopefully, if I did this right, we won't be very high in our PPMs. Parts per million. That's what it stands for. We're at 410, 420. I'm going to go ahead and add one more 2.5 milliliters to this. Or instead of using that, I could use my kelp. Sea kelp, what actually helps with stress when you're transplanting stress. This really does help your soil and root growth. But this is optional if you want to use this. Now you have to factor in your PPMs when you're adding all this stuff. So you're going to have to take away from one nutrient to add another nutrient. It's up to you what you think is more beneficial for your plants. But you definitely need the Silica Blast and the CalMag as the two you should never short out on. So I'm going to add another 2.5 milliliters of the grow. Just keep them simple for you guys. And sometimes you can mix up every different watering. That's about 2.5, half of 5. I'm going to go ahead and check my PPMs. And this is ones from Blue Lab. They're supposed to be the best, one of the best out there. They are kind of expensive, so you can get 2 for like 150 bucks, and they got great customer service, and they do stand by their products. So it's on 470. Okay, so I am going to use one more liquid Karma. Now do your research on liquid Karma, and it's supposed to be, actually I heard it's a foliage spray as well. So I use 2.5. So liquid Karma contains premium nutrients and organic ingredients. This proprietary blend is the perfect complement to your regular feeding program and highly beneficial to your plants, and promotes increased microbial colonization with the grow media or soil. Liquid Karma can be used throughout the entire grow cycle in combination with your preferred plant food or any enhance the availability of nutrients for plant uptake. Liquid Karma can also be applied as a foliar spray to further enhance growth. So, I'm actually going to use this as a foliar spray. So I'm actually going to use BioRoot for this to get some more root growth. So the instructions on this one is a light feed is add 1 teaspoon of BioRoot per gallon. So I have 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use 2 just in case, because I got to watch my PPMs. Teaspoon. Alright, this got a little hole. It's kind of neat. It's got a little hole that you can poke through right there. So let's go ahead and add. So we'll try 2. Check my PPMs once again. I always like to be careful to learn my lesson. So we're at 500. Perfect. 500. So that allows me, when I use my parts per million, my pH up, it's going to raise the, watch this. So let me go ahead and grab this one. So this is the pH meter. This is very important to all your growers. If you guys don't know, if you guys are beginners and never use this, this is the most important tool of your whole grow. pH meter. Go ahead and grab my pH up, and I'm going to need it. Okay. I wanted about 6.8, 6.9. We're at 6.4. I know you could use fairly a lot when you have a lot of water. So we're at 530 at 6.9. So I could still add a little more nutrients. I'm at 6.9. I'm going to add 2 more teaspoons of the BioRoot because I still have 2 more teaspoons to go on 4 gallons. So I'm going to go ahead and add that into my cup. 2 more teaspoons. 2 more teaspoons of bio root. So we're at 570 and we're at 6.7 pH. So we're in good parameters. Go ahead and raise my, where is it? Where's the tube at? Falling here. So I'm going to go ahead and raise my pH a little bit more. We're at 6.7, 6.8, and we're at 570, 580. Closer, let me show. 6.9 at 570. I'm okay with that. I like that right there. I'm gonna stick with it. It's perfect. So 570 parts per million at 6.9 pH, and I'm gonna stick with that right there. And I'm happy with that. Like I said, the max is 600 when you're in your veg. You don't go no more in veg. After you gradually raise up, like your soil, if it has nutrients in there or fertilizer, it will be good from 4 sometimes to 6 weeks depending on what product you use. After that, you want to start gradually using your nutrients from 250 to 350, 450. You'll gradually move up to 600. Your plants will tell you if you start yelling or browning spots, that means you're adding too much nutrients and you back off the nutrients, because that means it's nutrients burn. And your leaves are the prime to tell you what's wrong with them. And it's okay, you know, it's okay to do it the first time, and you know, you'll learn. What your plants will tell you what they like. So let's go ahead and wash it off with tap water real quick. Back the box. See that little glass bulb. You want to keep that protected and make sure it's got fluid. You got a little fluid thing in there. It's got a little. I get a dropper. Put the dropper fluid in there. It's probe fluid. So now we're ready to water. That's it, guys. So remember your silica first. CalMag. If you want to add your molasses, I use Bootstrap. I think I got this. I think it was no more than 20 bucks, if less, and it's going to last you a long time. And then you go ahead and add your Pure Blend Pro, and then you could add all your extras if you like. Don't forget to watch your PPM. Don't forget, as you raise your pH, your PPMs will also go up. So remember that. So always check your PPMs when you're adding. And you just have to judge. Once you get to know your product, that your nutrient line you're using, you can understand better what it's going to do. Alright guys, I hope that helps you. I thank you guys also for buying my clones. I told you guys to make a video to how to water them properly and what I do. I hope this will help you information. If you guys like it and feel this is great, please do a like and thumbs up. Guys, happy grow and continue to have fun. Like I said, don't make it harder than it is, make it easy. Alright guys, have a great one.